you.
Well, God, I guess you're my best friend, being as I invented you.
You believe in God, Charles?
Sure, I believe in myself. Why wouldn't I? Which one?
Are you Jesus Christ?
Which Jesus? There's all kinds of Jesuses. There's a black Jesus down in Florida. He's having a good time. There's a Mexican Jesus in Mexico. I mean, there's all kinds of there's a Jewish Jesus. I mean, Jesus, you know. There's all kinds of Jesus coming back everywhere. And nothing can stop it. It's a consciousness that lives in your mind. You know.
Hello, everybody. This is Jesus Christ, a.k.a. Jay Blackfoot. Or maybe it's Jesus Blackfoot. Maybe I'll go with that. Jesus Blackfoot. We're all Jesus. We're all the goddess. If you're a woman, you're more of goddess type. You're Isis, you know. That's something they left out of the whole deal. So there's it's male dominant and therefore unbalanced, and egos are manipulated easier. But anyway, this is me, Jesus Blackfoot. And Christ, all Christ means is anointed, you know, with oil. And there's an oil that comes out of your pineal gland, travels down your spine to the lower extremities, comes back up, and only comes back up, though, if you're in a high vibration, very healthy, close to nature, no stress, having less sex or sexual type things, doing that less, especially on the month that the moon is in. Check out Santos Bonacci for more Mr. Astrotheology here on YouTube, and you'll learn about all that. But then when it comes back up, it releases an oil, and then you're Christed. You're anointed with oil. And everything they were doing with the oil back then was symbolic to what happens in your body and what happens in the universe. It's all connected, and it's all through nature. This man-made crap has to go. So anyway, it's August 25th. This is a story from Newsmax I want to bring to your attention. It's a few days old, August 16th. I kind of slacked off the past few days. If you want to help me out and motivate me a little bit, you can go to my website, reddawnpost.com. In the upper right-hand corner, there's a donate button. There's also a book you can get, or a sponsor you can click through to, where they sell seeds and all kinds of different good stuff for you, solar generators, organic seeds, and all kinds of things to help you get off of this system. So if you want to help me out there and to motivate me a little bit more, that'd be great. I still like doing this. It's just a lot of work. So this is from Newsmax.com, August 16th. Today is August 25th, and this is about Egypt and Egyptian Democratic Coalition response to Obama. This is a response to something Obama had said. I forget exactly what it was, but this whole thing going on is just a distraction. If it's even really going on, this just might all be theater. I don't know. If any of you have relatives that are Egyptians, let me know if you're seeing any of this going on over there, will you? But anyway, this makes a good point here. The response, it says, first of all, it says the National Salvation Front, a coalition of pro-democratic and secular parties in Egypt, set out its objections to remarks made by President Barack Obama Thursday on the escalating violence in Egypt. Led by Ahmed Said of the Free Egyptians Party, the group issued the following letter. Okay, and here's what they said. Like most Egyptians, we listened with attention to your statement on Egypt's latest developments. As representatives of the non-Islamic political forces in Egypt, we believe in the same fundamental values on which the U.S. was founded, but we also have 7,000 years of civilization history that give us a special identity that we are fighting to keep since the Muslim Brotherhood came to power. Now, the Muslim Brotherhood is the Muslim Brotherhood in Egypt, but in Afghanistan and Iraq, it's Al-Qaeda. But it's the same thing. Before it was Al-Qaeda, it was a Muslim Brotherhood. Now they're bringing the Muslim Brotherhood name back. Before it was that, but it was the Mujahideen, which means Muslim Brotherhood. Then it goes on to say, let us first inform you about who the Muslim Brothers are. They're an unlawful organization operating outside the realm of Egyptian law, receiving foreign funding and laundering money in a flagrant breach of international law. Their aim is to rule the world through a so-called Islamic caliphate, as they believe in their absolute supremacy. And now these, and the Mujahideen is funded by not necessarily the U.S., because the U.S. government is not necessarily the United States people. The people and the government are two different things. Whatever this government is doing, none of us are happy about ever. Republican, Democrat, or whoever. We're not happy about it. We have no affiliation with them. We're trying to figure out right now how to get rid of them in a peaceful manner through exposing them. But what I'm also trying to show is that we also need to come off of their system and quit feeding them. Is by growing our own food, by shopping at flea markets, pay a little more and shop locally, and support the little guy and small business. Because what's happening is they're making you think you're getting deals at these places, but they're nailing you on the other end. They'll bring you in for this deal, but you'll grab something else you need there, and they're nailing you for that. It's gas and everything else. It's all a big scam, and we need to quit feeding it. And they use all kinds of subliminal messages. They have psychologists on the executive level that study you and your brain, and they study how to manipulate it with symbols and colors and all kinds of good things. But anyway, then it goes on to say this and that. Basically what I'm telling you right now, and you can go read this whole thing if you want. I'll leave the link in the description area at newsmax.com. It's newsmax.com. And it was pretty good. I was going to read the whole thing, but it's kind of long. And then there's one more thing I wanted to show you here. What was it? Okay, this is a story about in Tokyo. They're turning on rain-making machines to combat severe drought. I have a couple things to say about this. This is what weather manipulation that supposedly isn't possible. Well, this proves that it is possible. And, it's not right. Nature has gone through droughts for eons upon eons because nature corrects itself. And these people that built these cities knew that it would have to change. The environment would change depending on what's going on, and that's happening now with everything they've been doing to destroy the earth. It's correcting itself and creating droughts in certain places. So they think rain-making machines is a way to combat the problem. They just find they don't try to find a prevention for things. They just try to find the short-term solution that's really not good for the earth to make your own rain. Nature's got it under control. Man thinks they can make things better than nature, and they constantly suppress nature, try to actually turn you against it and make you think it's poison and make everything that comes from nature illegal. But yet they approved this poison called oxycodone, which is destroying people's lives. It makes people sick when they stop taking them. They approve this crap and they put it out there. And now they got the poppy fields in Afghanistan because the people who are getting hooked on this are turning to the H because it's cheaper. And who's got all the poppy fields now? Riddle me that, Batman. So, and on I could go, but this is the rain-making machine thing. Over in Tokyo,
Tokyo officials have switched on the city's rain-making machinery for the first time in 12 years amid sweltering dry conditions. Government workers conducted an experiment near the Ogochi Dam on the Tamagawa River. They hope to ease Tokyo's increasingly tight water supply. The equipment releases tiny particles of silver iodine into the air. The particles combine with water vapor in clouds to form droplets of rain. The equipment was activated at 2 locations in the afternoon. Rain began falling near the dam after the process was complete. 10 to 11 millimeters of precipitation per hour.
So, this drought's happening near a dam. Hello. Gee, I wonder what that tells you. Making cities, building dams, we don't need that. We need to go back. And I mean, the only way I see possible to defeat this is just go back, break everything back down to villages. You know, villages lived on the waterway. They did fine. They didn't pollute anything. It's not the population. It's the way that they're segmenting everything in nice little groups and nice little pens and nice little organized areas and consolidating them there, creating division at the same time with this section against that section. So and now there you go. They can modify the weather, and they can do it a lot of other ways too. And it's not that maybe this is, I don't know, I forget how they said they were doing it. I'm not sure if that's bad or not, if there's any toxins in what they're doing. I don't think so, but it's still not what nature, if nature wanted rain right there, nature would put rain right there. There's a reason it's not putting rain there. Nature is perfect in every way, and you can't say, well, baby's born like this, and that's because of what man has done to the water, to the formula, to the plastics, to the garbage dumps. So anyway, thanks. Visit my website, reddawnpost.com, if you wish to leave me a little thing for equipment or my work. This is what I'd like to do. This is what I'd like to do full time, but I can't do this full time if I have to do something else to make a living. So I'd rather do this and have more time to do it. And that's what a lot of other guys who asked for these things want. I mean, this stuff takes a lot of time. Try it sometimes. A lot of research. If you want to do it right, it takes a lot of research and, it takes some work. So I don't want oceanfront property. I just want to get some equipment. I want to go out and interview some home-free people, maybe buy them lunch and have an interview, stuff like that. If you leave something, leave a note. You can leave a note and request that I do something. What do you want to see? Let me know. Want to get around town, cover certain kinds of things that are going on, bring things to people's attention, maybe educate them about something that I've learned, and stuff like that. And you can also check me out on Facebook and Twitter at Red Dawn Post /Red Dawn Post. And until next time, this is Jesus Blackfoot, Christed. Take care.